Well, it's time to look at another dash cam. Oh, but it's by the same company from the last dash cam review. The Chortau dash cam. This one's got a 3-inch display. Let's see if this one is better than the previous one, and it's coming right up. This is just a quick little unboxing of everything that came inside the box. It does not include an SD card like the previous one did. This one offers a 170-degree field of view, 1080 full HD, but it doesn't say the frame rate, but we'll talk about that in a second. It records in AVI again, so it's going to lead me to believe that it's 24 frames a second. It supports up to a 32 gig card. It has the G sensor, it has motion detection, all that stuff. But you know, let's get to the good part, because the last video, or I'll put a link above where you can check out the last video of the Chortau dash cam. But let's look at the video footage, because you know, when it comes right down to it, a dash cam has got to provide you good video footage. So let's see if this one is better than the previous. Alright, testing out the Chortau dash cam number 2 that I got, just to see its image quality. Now this one does not say anything regarding its frame rate, but it is 1080p at 24 frames a second. Wide dynamic range is on. It is nice and sunny in Texas. We're going to check out and see, is this one any better than the other one? Can I make out license plates? Does the image degrade like the other one does? But just a quick little audio test. We're going to test it. I'm about 2.5 to 3 feet behind the camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's going to be at this point that I interrupt this review, because as you can see, I cannot read the license plate, and the image quality is almost exactly like that of the previous Chortau. And at this point, the camera was running for 17 minutes, and you can see that the image is really starting to degrade, where it's falling apart, and the clarity of the image is just not there. It's just getting very blurry, and I don't know if that has something to do with the longer that the camera's on, it has a problem with the sensor, or if it's the lens. I don't know what the deal is, but either way, it's definitely problematic, because it's not clear. You can't read license plates. And at this point of the video here, we're going to shoot some night shots. It's in a very well lit strip mall parking lot, and it's very grainy. It is not clear. If you look at the signs, they're not sharp. It's almost like they're very blurry, and it's really funny, because with this camera, it starts off fine when you first turn it on. And when I say by fine, that's not great, but it's better than what it is after the camera's been on for a little bit. And you can see here, I've waited just a minute at the stop light, or at stop sign, just to allow some traffic to go through, and here I am, and now everything is just getting more and more blurry with this dash cam. So unfortunately, my thoughts about the Chortau dash cam, the 3-inch back screen model. Well, the build quality feels a lot more substantial than the previous version that I've reviewed, and that's kind of where it ends, because although the build quality feels very nice, it's got a nice 3-inch screen on the back. You can tell that when you're looking at the image on the back of the screen, the image is very overblown. It's very out of focus, and you can even see it on the back screen that there's something wrong. It's very blurry. So I don't know if it's the image processor. I can't find out any information on what chipset's being used, or what image sensor is being used for this dash cam on this one or the previous one. So long story short, are these 2 dash cams that I'm going to recommend? No, I am not. I think, and I understand that it's under $40, $39 and I think 97 cents, but it's a dash cam that I cannot recommend. And I'm very sorry, because I think if you're looking for a dash cam and you want to get good quality. Now, I'm not talking about GoPro Hero 5 or 6 quality, but for a dash cam, just nice image quality to be able to read license plates, which is a big thing with dash cams. If you've got $39, go ahead and wait a week or two and save up another $20 or $30 and get a higher quality dash cam. That's just my opinion. I've got to tell it like it is. When it comes down to dash cams, I can tell you one thing that I'm going to look out for in the future, and that is anything that it records in an AVI format, I am going to stay away from. If it says 1080p, full HD, but it doesn't say the frame rate, I'm going to have to assume it's 24 frames a second, and this is the type of image quality that you get. And, nothing against the company Chortau. I mean, they're trying to make a product, and maybe this can be fixed in firmware, but unless they change the recording format from AVI to either a .mov or an MP4 format and do some firmware upgrades to the image quality and what's going on with that sensor when the camera's been on for a little bit, I don't know. But either way, I cannot recommend this camera. I'm going to have to give this one a big thumbs down. Actually, I'm going to have to give it 2 thumbs down because the night vision's poor, the day vision's very poor. Even when you first turn it on, you can't read license plates. The audio, okay, if there's any point that I will give it, the audio was not as muffled as some action cameras, but it's not great either. But when it comes to a dash cam, who cares about the audio as long as you can hear the impact and possibly any conversations between you and another driver. So with that being said, I hope that you guys have yourself a great weekend. I am heading up to the Northeast, and I'll do a little vlog about that, but that's coming up later on. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Saturday night or Sunday I'll vlog where I'm at. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have a great day. Sorry, Chortau, I can't recommend this camera at all. Talk to you guys later. Bye.